Hey, Pastor Danny here. I hope you guys are having a great small group. Hope things are going really, really well for you guys. Man, I'm hearing incredible stories. So thank you so much for everything that you do to lead. For all you guys that are in groups, thank you so much for your involvement, really investing your lives really in each other so that you can grow in your relationship with Christ. So what I want to do is I just want to take a few minutes today, and I want to share a story about a conversation I had recently with one of our great small group leaders. As many of you guys know, a lot of times we talk about the importance of multiplying our groups so that we can reach more people. The more small groups we have, the more people that we can reach, the greater impact that God can have in this whole Gulf Coast region. But obviously there's some challenges with that. So this small group leader asked me, he's like, Danny, help me out, man. How can I multiply my group yet like work through some of the relational dynamics, because we love each other, man. We're used to meeting with each other every week and seeing each other and hanging out together. And like, we want to multiply our group so we can reach more people. And I've got people in my group I know that can step out to lead, but like, how do I do that? And how do I work through the relational dynamics of that? And I said, man, I totally get it. As a matter of fact, last year my dad passed away. And man, the people that were in my small group then, and my wife and I's small group, we grew really close to them because, man, they walked with us really through that whole process. After my dad passed away, they were there. They prayed with us, supported, loved on us. And I remember it was time last year when we kicked off our God in the Mirror series that we had some great leaders in our group that my wife and I knew they could step out to lead. And so I remember Missy said to me, Danny, when are we going to talk to them about stepping out to lead? How are we going to multiply our group? And I said, we're not. She looked at me, she's like, what are you talking about? You're the small groups pastor. Like, you have to do that. And I was like, no. Man, I'm just going so close to these people. They meant so much to me as we're walking through the deal with my dad. And I don't want to do it. And she said, Danny, you're the small groups pastor. You have to do it. And she was right. But it really helped me understand the dynamics there relationally. So let me just say this. I get it. But I had to look inside of me and say, you know what, there's a greater cause here. And the cool thing is, these people that were in my group that now stepped out to lead, we still stay in close contact with them. They're still great friends. I see them at church. I pray for them. We connect. We'll do coffee and stuff. So I'm still close to them. I mean, I see them every single week at small group, but I'm still close to them. And so I understand the dynamic, the tension there, relationally speaking. But why is it important to multiply our groups then? Well, Jesus gives us the answer in Matthew chapter 9, verse 37, 38, when he says, the harvest is plentiful, meaning there's lost people everywhere. You work with them, they're your neighbors, they're your family members, they're driving up and down the interstates and highways, they're everywhere. And Jesus says we can reach more people with more, what he calls laborers. We'll call them small group leaders. The more small group leaders, the more people we have the opportunity to reach. And I remember when my wife and I, when we multiplied our group, it went from kind of a packed group that really couldn't hold any more people to into a few different groups that now more people could be a part of. And so that's what I want to encourage you guys and challenge you guys with is, you know what? Step outside of your relational comfort zone and your leadership comfort zone and consider leading a small group. Well, what does that practically look like, Pastor Danny? Well, in January, the very first weekend in January, we're kicking off a new spiritual emphasis series called Transformed. It's a 7-week series that's going to be phenomenal, talking about being transformed in our spiritual life, relational life, our physical life, emotions, our mental life, our vocational, financial life, just really cool stuff. And there's a great book. And what I'm asking you to do is consider for 7 weeks, step outside of your small group. Invite some people that you know that may or may not even be Christians to this book study where their lives are going to be impacted. I'm asking you to play your part. Like Jesus said, the more laborers, the more people we can reach. Let's impact our Gulf Coast region. Will you consider stepping out and leading a group during this time? I promise you, it'll be worth it as you see God use you. Hey, once again, thanks so much. You guys have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.